Are you ready to master the art of cooking the perfect steak? Let's take a deep dive into the process and create a mouth-watering meal that will impress even the most discerning steak lovers. First things first, choosing the right cut of meat is crucial. Opt for a high-quality steak such as ribeye, sirloin, or filet mignon. Look for well-marbled meat with some fat running through it, as this will ensure optimal flavor and tenderness. Once you have selected the perfect steak, it's time to prepare it for cooking. Take the steak out of the refrigerator and let it sit at room temperature for about 30 minutes. This will help it cook more evenly. Pat the steak dry with paper towels to remove excess moisture, as this can inhibit browning. Now it's time to season the steak. Generously season both sides with salt and pepper, and feel free to add other seasonings like garlic powder, onion powder, or dried herbs for additional flavor. Next, preheat a heavy-bottomed skillet or grill pan over medium-high heat. You want the pan to be hot before adding the steak to ensure a nice sear. Once the pan is hot, add a small amount of oil with a high smoke point, such as vegetable oil or canola oil. Carefully place the steak in the pan, making sure it lays flat and doesn't overlap. Cook the steak for 3-4 minutes on one side without moving it to develop a caramelized crust. Using tongs, flip the steak over and cook for an additional 3-4 minutes for medium rare doneness. Adjust the cooking time according to your preferred level of doneness, whether it's medium, medium well, or well done. To check the doneness of the steak, use a meat thermometer inserted into the thickest part of the steak. For a medium rare steak, the internal temperature should be around 130-135 degrees, 54-57 degrees. Once the steak reaches the desired doneness, remove it from the pan and transfer it to a cutting board. Allow the steak to rest for 5-10 minutes before slicing. This will allow the juices to redistribute throughout the meat, ensuring a juicy and flavorful steak. After the steak has rested, slice it against the grain into 1-2-inch thick slices. Serve the steak immediately with your favorite sides, such as roasted vegetables, mashed potatoes, or a crisp salad. Now it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Sit back, relax, and savor every juicy, flavorful bite of your perfectly cooked steak. And remember, practice makes perfect when it comes to cooking steak, so don't be afraid to experiment and adjust the cooking times and seasonings to suit your taste preferences. Happy cooking!